Hi, guys. It's me, Regina, your mindset and success coach. I just wanted to share a quick message with you that I had on my heart, and I thought that it would help somebody. So, have you ever imagined your life being on the beach, being in a different career, running your business, having all the resources and the money that you need, having a wonderful relationship with God, and just being all that you were created to be? Have you ever sat and imagined that life? Well, guess what? I just wanted to share that life is possible. Do you know that the life that you create in your mind is the life that you can actually live? And I wanted to share this because I speak to many people and I see that there are so many people who are living beneath who God has called them to be. And while I do believe that there is a process to get and become the person that you're to become, but I also know that at some point in time, we are called to make a decision to say, hey, you know what? I'm going to walk in my calling. And I'm talking to those people who feel that pulling in their heart that this is not what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm supposed to be doing that thing that you think is impossible, that thing that you're like, well, how is that going to happen? Like me? Yes, you. God is calling you to a greater place. And we look around in our world and we see these things that's happening to us, right? The things that's happening in our world currently. And we say, wow, the world is in such a crazy place and the world is just going in this wrong direction. We just have to get on our jobs and we just have to do this and they just have to do that and they have to do this. And the question is, what are you called to do on earth? And are you doing it? What did God call you to do here in the earth? Do you know that you're called for a purpose? Do you know that you have a purpose in life here on earth with your special talents that you're supposed to be doing here on earth? And if we decide to walk into that purpose, when the enemy comes, we're not moved because our life is not determined by the situations and circumstances, the trials and the tribulations that come. But we allow those things to come in and get implanted into our minds. We allow those things to cause us to start operating in fear and doubt and frustrations. We choose to take a step back and live in that. And while we say, God, why are you not allowing this to happen? Why is this? Why is that? God, He doesn't give us everything we want. He doesn't ever give me anything that I want. Well, do you know why? Because He knows that your mind is not in the right place to even receive it. And He knows that if He gives it to you with the mindset that you have right now, you're not going to do what you're supposed to do with it anyway. So that's why it's important for you to renew your mind every single day. Listen to what Christ is saying to you. Listen to what it is that you're supposed to be doing each and every day. Wake up. Command your day. Speak life into your day. Sit down and ask Christ what it is that you're supposed to be doing in this earth. And so when the enemy comes to strike and you're in place and you're in position, you're going to be able to say, you know what? Not on my watch, because I'm walking in my purpose and I'm in this place right now where I'm supposed to be. And I'm not going to allow this to come and to knock us into other places. And while I do believe that the world is going to be the way the world is, and hey, things are going to happen in the world. And not to say that it's nothing and not to say that people are not hurting and that big situations doesn't come up that causes us to say, whoa, now that was a hard hit. Because there are some hard hitters there. There are some things that could cause us to say, you know what, I just don't think I can do this. But that's exactly what the enemy wants. He wants us to take a step back and say, I don't think I can do this. I don't think that I can live that life that Christ has called me to. I don't think that I'm good enough to be able to be that person that I'm supposed to be. I don't think I'm smart enough to even start the business that He has put in my heart to even start. I don't think I'm good enough. And you know what to me that's saying? God, you didn't create me good enough to do this. You didn't create me smart enough to do this. You didn't create me wise enough to do this. You didn't create me confident enough to do this. But He did. He said you are fearfully and wonderfully made. He said that you have the victory. Be of good cheer. He's already overcome the world, right? So if we know that, why aren't we getting in the positions and becoming the people that we're supposed to become? Connecting with the people that we're supposed to connect with to start that business. Speaking to the people that we're supposed to speak to be able to cause us to all to go to the next level. Why isn't that we're doing that? Why is it that we're having these limitations on our lives? We are called for greatness in the earth. We are called to be mighty, confident people. And while we look around and we see Christians are the ones who's the most quiet. And I'm not talking about every Christian. I'm talking about that person who is going to that job. I'm talking to Christians, yes. A person who's going to that job who feels totally unsatisfied, not excited about going to their job. And no, you don't have to be excited, but totally unfulfilled, and know that there's a calling on your life and you're supposed to be doing something totally different. I'm talking about that businesswoman. That businesswoman who knows she's supposed to be doing way more than what she's doing, making way more money than what she's supposed to be making, ministering to way more people than she's supposed to be ministering to. Moving into the place that Christ has called you to move in. That's who I'm talking to. And I'm not saying this to everybody. And yes, there is some risk that you must take. And we say, oh, that didn't work out, so maybe God didn't call me to do that. Well, maybe he's calling you to have some tenacity, to keep going. Have some more confidence that, you know what, that didn't work. Let me take the next step, or the next step, and then the next step. But no, we stay in the same place and we remain stagnant and sit in a place of fear, of frustration, of doubt, of insecurity. And we sit back and we watch others who decide to take their call and walk in it fully. And we say, what does she think she's doing? And we stay right there. Well, I'm just trying to encourage every woman or man, if you're listening to this video, to walk into the calling and do what it is you're supposed to do and stop living in your mind. The mind that has the limitations, the mind that has the fear, the mind that has the doubt. And renew your mind daily. Every single day you wake up, and you should command your day. Say, day, this is what it's going to look like. Because guess what? When you're walking in your purposes, when you're walking in the plans that Christ has already laid out, and you go before him and you listen to him and you speak life and you speak the word over that, and you are in alignment with what he has called you to do, there is nobody, no anything that can stop you. But what we're doing is we're living from the inside out. We're living from the outside in instead of the inside out. We're going by what we see, what we hear, what we feel, what we touch, instead of saying, you know what, those situations, those circumstances, those trials, those tribulations, those are going to exist. Those are causing me to be distracted. So how can I take my life and not focus on those things, but focus on who God has called me to be, what he has called me to do in the earth, with who he has called me to do it with, and how can I move forward in it without all of those things? That's why we're not experiencing the change that we want to experience, because we're deciding that we're going to look at the things on the outside of us. We're going to go with what it feels like. We're going to go with what it looks like. We're going to look at this and say, nope, this is not right because it doesn't look right. It doesn't feel right. Well, can I tell you that some of the decisions that we make does not feel right? Or nor does it look right. Some of the things that Christ asked us to do, that God asked us to do, it doesn't feel right, nor does it look right. And nor sometimes can the world say it is right. We have things taken from us, people taken from us, things and situations comes up. But I just believe that he has a plan A, plan B, plan C. And you just need to get in alignment with what it is that you're called to do, and stop allowing the things that are on the outside of us to move us. And allow the God that's on the inside of us to move us. That's who's supposed to be moving us. So women entrepreneurs, yes, you can be more successful. Yes, you can have more money. Yes, you can have more clients. Yes, you can start that business. And I'm very passionate about this thing because I want people to live the life that they are called to live, not just live the limited life. And this is not about money, but guess what? Money is a tool and you do need it to live, to operate in it. And it's not all about money. It's about God and what he has called you to do. Are you going to do it? I sure hope so. I'm your mindset and success coach. I want you to be successful. I want you to walk in your calling and be who God has called you to be. I want to help those women entrepreneurs build their businesses to the next level. I want them to be more confident in their business, to get the income that they want, to do what it is that they're called to do in the earth, in your business. Yes, in your personal life. Yes, are you struggling with that? Why? Let me help you and let me show you how your mindset is causing you and stopping you and blocking you. Yep, I can show you that. Well, I hope that this has encouraged somebody. I really, really, really do. because I know that I'm called to empower women. I'm called to be able to lift them up and encourage them. And I know for some it's probably like, well, where did she come from? And she's coaching and training and speaking. Yes, I decided to accept the call on my life. I decided to walk fully in who he has called me to be, and I absolutely love it, and you can do the same exact thing. Thank you again for listening, and I hope that this video helped. I know it has helped some. Thank you again. Have a good day.